What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro Duel video in Ranked, and this time I'm going to be playing with the Super Quantum Monarch deck yet again. This hand is really kind of alright. I can definitely just use the Karaz to pop this, and then I can get it back on the next turn, and I can use the Stormforth with the Aether. Yeah, alright. It's not the best, but I mean it's still something that can actually start drawing into cards. And that's definitely something that we need right now, because this can happen, which will get red layer, and then I can set this, and I'm going to use Karaz, and I'm going to target itself and target the Prime Monarch to try and draw cards. That way, you know, I just kind of cycle my way through. I'm actually not going to use its effect because I actually think it's correct if you're able to summon red layer, which I'm going to be able to do immediately, actually, is that good damn, goddamn, is to add the blue layer back to my hand, because if it's not in the deck, if it's in your hand, you can still use it with E-Telly. You can still use it with all your cards, like you can use it with your cards like 1-for-1 and stuff like that. Man, you open the nuts. Excuse you, my hand is trash. Are you serious? Like, really now? But like, I'll show you the nuts. There should have been, if there was a Return of the Monarchs here, this would have been nuts. But that still cycled me through more cards, so that's still pretty alright. Ooh, Teus Infantry. Alright. Alrighty then. I'm going to go ahead and activate this, because when he infantry and then tributes this, I'm going to basically just, you know, summon another Karaz. But the point that I was making was, if you add this back to your hand off red layer, if you're able to summon red layer at any point and add this back, it's just better to add this back to your hand instead of putting it back in your deck, because then you can't draw it. It's in your hand, and you can just draw the E-Tellys and summon it out of your hand anyway, for free. So it doesn't actually really matter too terribly much. So I'm going to summon Aether out of my hand, and I'm just going to tribute this, tribute that, and then this is going to get another Aether out of my deck, which will go back to my hand. Either that or it's going to get Erebus. I don't know which one is actually just more beneficial at this point. The thing is, I could still get blown out of this game by a Neptibus. Like, he's playing the cool cards. He's playing the cards that make your Monarch matchup good, which are the Mermail cards. If you're just playing the regular Atlantean deck, like with the Brilliant Fusions and Undines and stuff like that, like, at that point, you are definitely having a problem. Oh, you're chousing it? Oh, okay. That's fine. It's not, but, I mean, come on. I don't know why you didn't upstart before you Teused. Like, that's something you should probably have just done. I mean, you got rewarded for it anyway, so, I mean, I guess, by drawing a Megalo. I mean, don't think I didn't notice the fact that that Megalo was just the card you drew. Like, you just got rewarded for that like nobody's business. For no apparent actual reason. You can't get over this unless you big eye it, and if you big eye it, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna actually do to deal with that. To be real, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that one. But ooh, oh wait, you can actually just make this huge. I completely forgot that you could equip that onto lead. Normal summon controller. What are you gonna do? Make Leo now? Oh, no you're not. You're just gonna actually just like, you're gonna try and savage me. Can you only activate one of these a turn? You can. Shit, man, that would have been so great if I could have just Stormforth and like made his thing fall off, and this would have died. That would have been so good. That would have been the best. That would have been the actual best. Not even taking a card out of my hand. Not even making the Draco sack. Excuse me, sir. You're probably still going to win, though. Simply through the fact of I cannot play. Well, I can Stormforth, but Stormforth gets negated by this. Ew. I don't care, man. You can do whatever you want in your extra deck. It doesn't actually matter. Like, the times that you summon the Genex controller are so few and far between. In fact, you never summon it unless you draw it, and if you draw it, you just try to win other ways. Like, excuse me. Excuse me if I sound salty, But he literally just got the most rewarded by the fact that he just drew the Megalo off Upstart. His hand was dead otherwise. Like, goddamn. Got me. No. I don't want to use its effect. Let's see. This is 14, and that's 35. If I Stormforth and make this, the Mizuchi fall off, then I won't be gamed. I need to activate this so that I don't get gamed. Don't get gamed, please. Yeah. Alright. So now the issue is I have to. I don't think there's a card in my deck that I can draw. That's the sad part. And he's not even taking cards out of my hand with lead. Like, he didn't do it last turn. Like, it's incredible how he just didn't. And like, I could have played around this lead too, but I forgot this was escalation. What does this do? You target one super quantum in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot activate its effects. Yes. I'll summon the blue. This will give me a tribute fodder. Nah. Oh, Max C? Really? I'm gonna go ahead and activate this now, so that, like, that happens. I mean, now I can actually just draw a Monarch. And, like, that would make me just, like, be able to be very much in this game. I don't agree with the way he sequenced his cards. Like, he could have upstarted before he Teist, drawn into Neptibus, drawn to Dragoons, drawn to all these cards that would have made his hand so much better. But instead, like, he just saved it, and it made it to where he could only draw Neptibus. If you see what I'm saying. Like, it just made it worse. It made the cards that he could have drawn off Upstart worse. Upstart is definitely a card that you always activate first. The only exception is if you already have Neptibus, or if you already have, Undyne. That's literally the only exception. That is the only exception. Make Gungnir, make Dracosac? Are you just raw doing this? Like, that's kind of questionable. Oh, Big Eye? That's still not even that great. I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh man, so many of these plays are so questionable, but he's just getting rewarded for them because my hand was balls. God damn it. Fucking hell. This is so retarded. This is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. Fuck me. Ah! It's so frustrating. It's not quite the duel. My hand was balls, and you got rewarded for making the incorrect play. I don't mean to sound extremely salty, but like literally your sequencing of your plays was incorrect. It was not correct. You had so many good cards you could have drawn, like Dragoons or Neptibus or something, before you Teist. You had no reason not to upstart before you Teist. You could have drawn so many good cards to actually have killed me, but you didn't. But you got rewarded for it anyway by drawing a Megalo and having Gund and lead. Like, that's what makes me upset. But I mean, I should be happy because it's the Mermail deck, and the Mermail deck's winning. Because like, that deck, honestly, in my eyes, is better than Monarchs. And in my hands, I know I don't have a problem playing against Monarchs, but still, my hand was actual balls. My hand was actual ball sack. I'm so upset. It's been a long day for me, and this is not the kind of abuse that I'm wanting to get for. I'm probably going to get hated on a lot in the comments for this video. But holy shit, like, he got rewarded. You have to understand my point. He got rewarded after making the incorrect sequencing of plays. Like, he needed to get to Neptibus. Getting to Neptibus is the plan, so if he upstarted before he Teist, he could have drawn Dragoons, or Neptibus, or Diva, or Undyne, since we established he plays it because of Controller. And he already had the Controller in his hand, so he had no reason not to just upstart. Alright? The worst he could do is draw a better water to discard for Teist than Heavy Infantry. If he draws Dragoons, that just increases his chances of getting to Neptibus. Like, you see my point? My point is very, very sound. It's very sound and very, very, like, I think it's very sound, because I play this deck. Like, You guys know how good I am with mermails, but anyway, rant over. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description of my Facebook pages. If you want to suggest decks for me to play, send those to my Facebook fan page. Send deck list forms to my Facebook fan page, and I will definitely take a look at them. If you want me to do a deck doctor on them or play them or whatever, definitely send those there. As well, there's links to my Twitch channel if you want to follow that and get notified whenever I go live for live streaming. There's that, and then there's also the link to my Twitch Alerts donations if you want to potentially support me directly and can find it, you know, if you're able to and are willing to, if you wish to find it in the goodness of your heart to donate. If you can't, that's perfectly fine. It's not required, but it is definitely appreciated, and you will have my eternal gratitude if that is something that you could, you know, actually do. But otherwise, if you want to go with the free route, click an ad. If you have not, I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps me make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. If you have an ad block enabled, please disable it. It just supports me more than you could ever know, and it's just always something that's forever going to be appreciated because it helps me make money, and it helps support me, and it does all that nonsense, and just, you know, really just helps me get through the point in life that I am right now. The point that I am in life is the word structure that I'm looking for. You know, sequencing, that whole thing that I've been spending the last 2 minutes talking about in this game. But other than that, that is all for this video. As always, guys, take care. I'm so upset. I am so salty. This day could not get any worse.